Good morning, guys. I am just finishing up William's lunch. He is going to grandma's for a couple hours, so Will and I can have a little work day. This is like the second work day we've had in the past couple months, and we got a lot done in the first one. So today we are doing little house projects. You've seen a ton of deep cleaning, you've seen some nesting. Now we're just doing stuff we've just been avoiding, plus a couple baby things. But just things we've been avoiding and haven't had time for. So we're gonna get right onto it. Well, we're gonna go drop off William and then get right on to it. So first things first, we kind of prepped our room for baby, the bigger items anyway. So we started with putting together the baby bassinet, moving in the rocking chair and the diaper cart, and just getting it all set up. It feels so crazy to me to have this rocking chair back in this room, and the bassinet. It's just bringing back all of the newborn like vibes in here. Oh my goodness. I think it's going to be really good for William to see where the baby's going to sleep and everything, because I know when we set up the dresser in his room, he kind of was like, oh, the baby has clothes. Like, the baby is a human. The baby is going to exist outside of mom's belly. And now that there's going to be a bassinet, oh, baby sleeps here. It's just going to all kind of click. It was actually really cute because when I first showed him where his clothes were, he went to the other side and opened it, and I said, oh, that's baby's clothes. And then a couple times the past week or so, I found him just go in his room. He opens the drawer, baby, closes the drawer. Opens the other drawer that has the baby clothes in it, baby. Then he'll go to his side, open it, William. So he's connecting, these are my clothes, these are this baby's clothes. It is a real human. But I thought that was kind of sweet, and it was just kind of fun to watch the little gears turning in his head. Okay, I'm gonna get up and we're gonna keep on going. And then the only other thing we really did in our room is add this snake plant, and I've been wanting to add a plant in here for quite some time. And then Will went ahead and built this little rack for over the door for, those shirts that Will wears for like 30 minutes after work that aren't really dirty, but he doesn't want to hang them back up. Now they have a place to go and they won't end up on the dresser or the floor or something. And I'm excited because it'll just make it look way tidier. And then in the boys' room, we put this little outlet cover over this outlet that has stuff plugged in now that we moved everything around, and just secured this little cord. We have been lucky with William. He doesn't get into cords and outlets really at all, but just in case, we went ahead and did this anyway. And then we took down the hallway lights and decided to rinse out the light fixtures and just, make them dust free, and then put them back up. I probably do this like once a year or something, just to keep them looking super fresh. And then into the living room, Will already patched the holes over the door where our curtains used to be, but he just was painting them while I did the dreaded task of taking the cushion covers off the couch. We are thankful that we can do this, and we wash our couch cushions every couple months, and I'll honestly probably do it one more time before baby comes, but it's just like such an annoying task, and I have to wash it in like 3 separate loads and match everything back up, and I don't know, it's just not a fun time. But then we headed over and hung these little frames for William's artwork, which I'm super excited about, and we're finally hanging things up in our house. You guys know it's a little bare. All right, I'm in love. I'm in love with these. I knew I would be. I actually bought one of them as my Mother's Day gift last year, and I was like, I need 2 more to put a whole display together. So we finally got them hung up, and you guys probably saw in the video, but they open, let's see if I can show you with one hand. They open so you can put the other artwork that you have for your little ones in the frame, and you can swap it out. So I am planning on swapping them out for Christmas, like Christmassy themes.
crafts and all of that. So it'll be fun as the years go on. We can put our artwork up on the wall, and the little ones, I just have a feeling he's gonna be proud. Like, William's gonna be so proud to see his stuff on the wall. Speaking of things on the wall, like you guys know, we have a couple pictures in our room and then one canvas on our mantle. Other than that, we don't really have anything hung up. Will's been asking me for years to hang stuff up. Well, there we go. We just hung it up, and we're gonna go blah, blah, blah. We're gonna go do more in the dining room. I already know, like, I'm just always indecisive. I'm just indecisive. I already know I'm gonna hang them wrong or something. Like, I'm very, very shocked that these came out exactly how I envisioned, and I don't wanna move them. But that's why I, like, don't ever swap out things, because I'm like, no, I'll regret it. I'll wanna change it. So we'll see how this next round goes. Hopefully I didn't just jinx us.
Will went ahead and painted over these patched holes too, where our canvas used to hang. And then we moved that canvas out and started opening up our frames. And as we're opening them up, I don't know, I guess they're a little smaller than what I had envisioned, even though I did cut a poster board to this size and put them up on the wall. But I don't know, I think they need to be a little bigger, but we are still going for it. So we went ahead and hung them up, just a row of 3, and I think they look good, but now that they are done, I want to lower them or order big ones like I just said. And you know, I did jinx myself in the last clip because I knew this was gonna happen at some point during this day, that I just was going to second guess myself, and here we are in this moment, still second guessing myself. And no, the camera's a little crooked, not the frames. But then we went on to hanging the curtains that used to be in the living room in the dining room. I've been contemplating putting curtains over this window for literally the entire time we lived here, so we finally are. And of course, the whole time I was second guessing my placement and everything because of what just happened with the pictures, but ended up turning out great. But because I was, I don't know, not really helpful, it's a one-person job most of the time, I went ahead and went to swap all the couch cushions over to the dryer and do another load. So I had the lovely task again of moving the couch cushions and getting them all undone. And there are feathers everywhere. We love our feather couch, but literally feathers get everywhere when I do this.
So it's been a couple days, but I wanted to check in with you guys and show you what everything's looking like at the moment, because we did do a couple things that I didn't film. We finally got a new light in the dining room and we love it. Got off Amazon, it was like 90 bucks. At first I was like, is it too bright? I mean, you guys see the little reflection in the camera, but obviously there's really no way for me to avoid that at the moment. But I think it looks really good, and it is adjustable, so you can make it shorter or longer depending on the height of your ceiling. Will just has to do that little patch up there at the top. Can you guys see? The old light, the base or the mount of it was just larger, so we used to patch that up. But overall, I love how it looks. I'm loving the curtains in here. It makes it just feel cozier and homier than before. And our pictures, we did lower. I mean, ideally they'd be a little bigger, but Mama ordered this size and didn't want to deal with returns. We ended up putting our maternity pictures, and we'll swap them out as we get new family photos. And then we got this new light in the kitchen, which it looks way better than the big old fan we used to have. Ignore the dishes. That is next on my list today. But we are loving it. The only other thing is I have these little like plant hangers, not hangers, little plant propagation stations. I don't know what you would call it. I'll put a picture of them on the screen. They should be getting delivered any day now, and I am excited to put those up. And then this room is like decorated and complete, which is amazing because it only took how many years after moving in? But I feel like we got a lot done, just like the touch-up paint and like hanging stuff. It takes longer than you think it will, but once it's done, it just feels nice. And Feels we got a little refresh, you know, even though it wasn't like a whole bunch and we didn't spend a whole bunch of money, but I feel like our house got a little mini refresh. Everything's been deep cleaned, and that I just have a little bit of baby stuff to do, and then baby will be here. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye.